anybody see? We've got a war to fight, never found our way, regardless of what they say.
Well, I've been like suffering with depression and like mental health since I was for about 10 years now, since like my early teens, and I think it's definitely something that like personally I've battled with, and it's been a long journey, but something that I've just kind of always had to turn back to has been music. It's not only just listening, but writing has the power to like heal, and it's very therapeutic to just get my thoughts down on paper. It's very easy to think that you're alone and that no one else really understands like the situations, and I think it's really important just to find someone to speak to. It's very easy to get caught up in your own brain and feel like there's no escape. I definitely didn't speak about it or wasn't as comfortable with it before, but I think over the past couple years, just speaking to other people who are close to me in my life and other friends who I didn't realize were experiencing similar things and were also kind of keeping it inside and not sharing it, I think made me more comfortable and open. I think it really speaks to just the power of how much telling your story can help someone else, because they realize that they're not alone, you know? I think it's the power that music has to just really connect with your emotions. Classical music in general, I think, is something that's really helped me. I think just sometimes it's nice to sit in silence, but classical music is like elevated silence or something, if you know what I mean. So I listen to a lot of like Franz Liszt and Rachmaninoff, and there's just so much emotion and mourning and sorrow in their music, just without having any words, and I've always found that really moving and touching. I had like a really long period of my life where whenever I was down, I would put on the Portishead Roseland Ballroom show. I've watched it like a ridiculous amount of times, and like whenever I watch that show, I just come out crying. But I also like, it's so therapeutic, and I'm a better person. So yeah, it's just really personal, and it's just something that's always touched me. So I picked Roads because that song has just always resonated with me, because it's so vulnerable and raw, and there's so much just emotion both in Beth's voice when she sings it and lyrically, and it's just kind of always connected me, that song, and just I think it just really just captures a mood of, while it captures the mood of loneliness and being alone, it feels like such a cry for help, which I think is really something and I relate to.
Oh, can't anybody see? We've got a war to fight, never found our way, regardless of what they say. How can it feel this war? From this moment, how can it feel this war? Storm in the morning light, and I feel no more can I say. frozen to myself. Ain't got nobody in my sight, and surely it ain't right. Surely it ain't right. Oh, can't anybody see? We've got to fight. Never found our way. Regardless of what they say, how can it